Okay guys, so I am going to show you how to create these Eve returns right here. That's what I learned they were called, Eve returns, but I believe there could be a few other names for them. But as you can see, they're already all done on this house right here. This is something that I'm working on for my job that I do. So I wanted to go ahead and teach you guys how to do that because I learned that this week. So let me just go back to the 3D view. Okay, so I wasn't sure what the best way to do this was. I thought maybe modeling it in place could work, but I found that the easiest way to do it is to just create another roof. So let me go ahead. I'll just delete what I've done so far. So let's measure. Okay, so, well, first off, when you're in this situation and you've already completed one, that I'll show you how to complete this, but after you're done with it, you can always mirror draw across. So, actually, I believe you have to do that in an elevation, an elevation view. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'll show you how to do that. So we'll just mirror this across. So then you can see that it shows up exactly the same way. And I'll also show you how I got this fascia board to line up with this other one. Okay, let me erase that and I'll go ahead and draw it in. So we'll go back to the 3D view. I found that it's easiest to do it in that view. And then we'll look at it from the top here. And then what we want to do is we want to hide this. So if you look at this already made one, we can see kind of the shape of the other roof that we're adding in. So I'll go ahead and go to architecture and say roof. And then we're going to want that at, I believe it's the second floor. And then, okay, we'll take a box and we will, I believe what I did is I just started from the corner over here and I had them be 3 feet. Or was it 4? We'll try 4 for now. Actually, it was probably 3.6. So I'll go ahead and make sure that's exactly 3.6. Okie dokie. And then what we want to do is we want to undefine these roof slopes right here because the only one that we're going to need is this one to be defined. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll see how that looks. And okay, so what we're going to want to do is make sure that the slopes are the same on that. So this is a 712. So we'll come over here. This is 912. So we're going to change that to 712. All right. Okay, and then this one also looks like it is a bit higher than this other one over here. So we're going to lower that. But it's probably best to do this in your elevation view because you can use detail lines. And I found that that's the easiest way to do it. So I'll go ahead and say DL. Actually, so you can go to annotate too if your thing isn't working. But, so then we'll click from the bottom of that one and we'll draw it all the way over here. Okay, and then we will take this little guy and we'll say align. And we want to select the line that we drew first and then that. And then it will move it exactly to where we want it to be. And just while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and measure from the side of this wall here to the end of that. So right there, that's 2.8. So then we'll come back here and see if it's the same distance, just to be sure. So that says 2.2. So we're going to want to add 6 inches when we go back in and edit the roof profile. And then right here you can also see that there's this bit sticking out that we do not want there. So we're going to go ahead and angle it off like we have done with this one over here. So we're going to go back to the 3D view, and from the top we're going to add on 6 inches. We edit our roof profile. So I'm just going to say move and then add in 6 inches. Okay, so then that should be, it doesn't look like it because we have to put in that angle still, but that should be in the right spot. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this back here, and then we're going to connect this other one in an angle. And then we kind of just, what I did is I just tested it out to see if it was going to be showing up when we unhid that other wall. So let's see here if we, alright, that looks pretty good. So, okay, so what we want to do is we want to make sure that this is perfectly lined up with the front of this roof that we have up here. That will help our fascia to be able to connect perfectly. So I'll just test it out and see what happens. So we're going to go into our roof, and then we're going to go on to roof fascia, and then I'm going to select right there, and then we're going to exit out of that, and we are going to click on this other one here. And then what you can do is, what I try to do is click join. There we are. So then I click this one and see what happens. Okay, here, so that worked out perfectly. Sometimes what you'll have to do is you'll have to click on this fascia and you'll have to say modify mitering, and then you can make it vertical, horizontal, perpendicular, however you need it to line up perfectly with this one here. And then you can also go in and modify where exactly your fascia ends up. And so yeah, hopefully that helped you guys learn a little something today. The eave returns are a trend that we see on houses in this area, but I don't know exactly how common it is, but I have seen it just across town and driving around this area. But hopefully that helped you guys out. That was something that I didn't know at the beginning of this week and had to teach myself by also looking it up on YouTube. So hopefully that helped you guys out and you learned something. Have a great day. Bye-bye.